But he will get away with it. 12 on the horizon. I mean, as simple as that for Liquid.
I don't see how you win this round against 3D Max. You are a complete known quantity, and you've lost a large part of the map. Nerds has Maka dead to rights. He can't transfer on towards Exorcise, but it doesn't matter. The round's done. Body's left of it all to do in a 1 versus 4. And he should have absolutely no look in towards this one. And Aliege makes sure of it. Liquid find 12, map point on their map pick. It all has to be credit to Liquid. They look revitalized. They've really found their identity once again. And unfortunately, the buy's not exactly spectacular for 3D Max. Double AK, Galil, and a Mach 10, which has already hit the deck.
Fall from Grace might be putting it lightly, to be honest, if Liquid can finish it here and now as well. 3D Max go out with a whimper, but Body has got other ideas. They just about make it across, and Body relentless, as he is known to do in this new look 3D Max. So an advantage given across. And now we'll see what you're really made of, Liquid. Can they hold it together? Or is this the beginning of something a little wild? Body getting away with madness, to be completely frank. It is Aliege that remains. And you know, the rounds have been close, so the money is important. He will save. And 3D Max not done just yet. There's no money for Liquid.
Oh. I mean, it's fine, but it just misses.
I mentioned it earlier, you know, we didn't really see it all that early.
It's a really good information play as well. He spots nobody else outside. He knows they've got to be trying to work the indoor position, hence why Shuhei rotates over here. He's going to fight through the flames. He is. Wrong call, because he'll go down to the molly. One tag keeps him slowed and keeps him in the flames. It's an unfortunate move from Shu. I think the second the molly comes down, you've got to fall away there, because they're now just waltzing towards this B site. I don't even know how, from this spot, if you're Liquid, how you retake this. You might even, if you don't get an early kill as the plant's coming down, you might even angle for the save.
Naf creeping up. Maka, meanwhile, big spot here from him. The off angle works for one, not quite the second, but you know, you continue to thin the numbers, do the damage. Nertz is off. Naf's kind of a bit deep here, so I don't know that he could necessarily risk the save, quote unquote. And you never know. The window's open.
Exit kills, right, are still really important. Gravity checks it. Fair play.
They must have heard him earlier on in the round.
Yeah.
Somewhere nearby.
He takes that molly that was on stairs, right? He ran in front. There was 2 down. He ran in front of 1. It's the one thing that 3D Max haven't gone for yet, that T-Sat orb. So he has the advantage at range.
Oh, Nerds going wild here. Will be punished. There's nobody around to trade. Maybe a bit quicker on the lobby crunch than his teammates were expecting. Aliege only 1 outside. Obviously not going to be enough. Shuhei goes down. Wow, 3D Max just found the energy once again, found the successful approach. Lucky is holding for this. Doesn't get the kill, but he sees him.
Yeah.
They absolutely know about him. He catches another. It's just all over. It's all over. It's just far too easy That's like a 30-second round. 3D Max only lose one player. And then go into these really crisp late round executes that they are so fond of. Okay, ultimate, advanced position. He finds an easy kill. So Liquid, for the first time in a while, have got themselves a comfortable opener.
He'd been waiting for that for a while as well. He was in hot early in the round, but he never actually made the push, which at the time was definitely the smart call. That re-aggression, perfectly timed. 45 seconds to work with here. Ultimate, right idea. Arm spotted, and that's enough for a kill as Lucky will hit the deck. They're starting to crumble here to the big green as Ultimate is making that orb sing so damn loud. He looks for more, and all 5 was on the cards, but it's shut down by Maka, but it still shouldn't make too much of a difference. Ultimate has taken this round by the reins and shut down any narrative about 3D Max making it a 6. There is no chance for Maka in this one. 15 seconds, he's tagged as well in a known quantity. And they crunch on his position. Well done by Ultimate. What a round by him.
Absolutely what they needed, right? Just when you are on the cusp of the dominant half, you need that individual to step up. As I mentioned on Dust 2, a player who is under a lot of pressure within this team, a lot of scrutiny for quite a while, cropped up out of nowhere, it felt like. Players, but here in this series, he is stepping up to the plate when he's asked.
Speaking of, he's doing it again. This time he gets punished. They wait for it. Exorcist, he'll quickly and swiftly follow Ultimate in towards the grave on the trade, but still, they're now working their way in towards the A site. It all comes down to whether Shuhei can get a quick kill to allow Nerds up a vent. Oh.
Well, they grab a pause, and it does confuse Liquid. Pretty massively, actually. Body has thread the needle here. There was a Molotov tick. Oh, that makes all the difference. Shuhei was still around, and I think he now smells a rat over here. What is going on? What a weird game state this is. Gravity makes his way in. Oh, ooh, Shuhei has a decision to make. Doesn't quite want to send it just yet. They'll take their eyes off him, and he gets the low HP player. He might have hit a step below him as well. So all of a sudden, back into the round. Low HP bars for 3D Max really make this difficult. In comes the flash. Out goes Shuhei. Body is blind, and he is finished off. The trade is instantaneous. An AWP shot misses, however, and they will continue to close the gap. But Lucky keeps his cool, finds the important headshot, and 3D Max in one of the strangest rounds we've seen on Nuke thus far.
Flying home with a bit of silverware.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, and I think third place deciders are a necessity in the current circuit. But it doesn't quite have the same feel to it. Doesn't quite have the same ring as a grand final opportunity. Naf traded instantly. Big damage done, however. The AWP looking good. The flames sometimes can be difficult to deal with while scoped in, but he looks solid. Elige finding his, and 3D Max with one of their famous what the hell happened rounds as they all fall apart. Shots are missed all over the shop. My goodness, Team Liquid winning a lot of 1v1s in that, so...
Where is this guy? He just overlooks the last possible angle that Elige can play from. So it's a nice little variation, nice little change up. And yeah, 3D Max caught Naffing the same way in which Naf pushes ramp. They haven't done it for a while. The last time they did, they got massacred for it. This time, Naf finds the one perfect timing. And Body, by name and nature, hits the deck. So down to 2. 3D Max of going out in this half with a bit of a whimper.
Hey. Rinse and repeat. It's what happened on Dust 2. So keep your eyes on this. Maybe this momentum shift going into the half. Swap is exactly what they need. Wow. It's been a while since I've seen a spam kill through Hut, you know. Solid find.
Poor Exorcist.
Gravity, though. Little crisp. He's got all 5. But he does have everything. All right, never mind. He's dead. Never mind. He's dead. 6 to 6.
The only difference being is that the poor side that we saw from Liquid was the T side.
We're about to find out. keeping it simple here as they break the door, moving straight in. Flash and a smoke, but the spam away here from Lucky finds one. Ecstasy's also chiming in. They've not managed to get those players down. They've not managed to get the bomb down either. So it has completely fallen flat. Body, meanwhile, takes this opportunity to push up the ramp. Shuhei has to delete him. The Julie's still alive, not quite finding those headshots. Naf also can't get it. So Body is keeping control. Elige on his own solo adventure here. Point and click, hopefully, if he plays his... He plays his cards right. Yeah, he did. That's why I took a moment.
See him look to the sky.
That's why I took a moment to just be like, for goodness sake. Yeah, like, you've made your own bet on that one, mate. But we all knew what was going to happen after that.
I love to see just that reaction from Elige again. It's just like, oh my god. It's like such a small mistake, but it's so costly. It's a bit of a weird spot. It's sort of like, for 3D Max, you're forced now to shell up, and it could work in favor of Lucky. The spam is close.
Oh, Nerds wants it. It's actually Shuhei that finds it. Important kill. Nerds is going to go unspotted. Yeah, and he gets another. It's worked out very, very nicely there. Shuhei moves on high. Ecstasy's in for the double. They were not expecting him at all, right? They've taken out 2 players in Hell. It's like, surely there's nobody else around. Definitely can't be a guy up the ladder already. But Ecstasy's sells his teammates down the river, potentially, and it pays off. Oh, man. The catches onto Team Liquid here are just disastrous. It's going to be ultimate in the clutch. He's not expecting. Lucky in the hook. And Liquid, 5-on-3, slips through their fingers.
I think that round, you have to give all the credit to Ecstasy's. Those 2 kills in quick succession.
He's got a very cheeky smile. I love when Ecstasy's gets a moment. He's got a very, like, can't believe I did that kind of smile.
Exactly. Good outside presence really quickly here. And Tech9, they're just holding W, and they're going to get a lot of space.
It's true. The door, awkwardly, only one side of it blown up, but they make it work. It looks decent. Oh, can't stop the cross. Maka doesn't drop the bomb either. Flash is going to go in. He's trying desperately here to make something happen. Where's the cover? He just gets the plant in, luckily, but all the same, a kill that potentially shouldn't have happened. They do have the kit 1 available in the hands of Lucky, but he's not really near the bomb, so Maka going to tap and try and draw them out. Not quite going to work here. Molotov comes in. Naf, got to get a step on. He's in behind. Unfortunately, the kit on the bomb, and there's nobody around to stop it. Oh, Liquid, it just keeps getting worse and worse here. Some of these mistakes are really egregious.
Yeah.
3D Max hit double digits. We'll see if Liquid have got anything left in the tank. The timeout comes in. A lot of utility here from both sides as you look at your mini-map. It's an absolute mess. There's probably more smoke. There is free space. Maka, however, does not care. He finds the free space. He hits the shots. And he takes the dream of winning in 2 away from Liquid, surely. Break onto the smoke. I don't know that they necessarily looked in there, but Maka, dynamic here, has moved in. Trigger discipline. He's a little slow to react, but it works out well. They'll keep him coming. Body nearly finds it flawlessly. Not quite. The IGL of Liquid here to try and pull off the impossible. Doesn't look too bad from him thus far, but there's just so many to get through. Not going to happen. 3D Max. Hit number 11. This is just getting worse and worse, like I say. Team Liquid, unfortunately...
It's the fact that they can barely get to bomb plants in gun rounds. Like, they can barely get control of a site. That's the thing that's killing this Liquid side. And, well, Shuhei. First 2 fall. Not what you want to see.
Ultimate, though, has managed to get in. Maka with another great position here. So, a really solid few rounds on this AWP from him. He feels like he's everywhere, you know? There's nowhere that is safe. 3 remain for Liquid. Last chance Saloon. Body is down below, ready for this B hit. Gonna take the peek, well timed. It's just so easy. It's just so easy, man. Running rings around them at the moment. And now we have Inferno on the cards next, unless there's
spoke about it.
Heroic comeback. I don't think it's gonna happen for Liquid here on Nuke. Really scary prospect.
All on the shoulders of Naf and Nerds. I'm not going to discount them just yet, but Naf's on a very, very slow map. 5 and 9. If ever there was a time for him to find that extra edge that we've been missing, it would be now, but it's not going to be. Body in down below, making life difficult. Time is ticking. He holds down mouse 1, and that'll be at the cost of his life. So Nerds thrust into a 1 versus 2, but Maka's so nearby. That supporting element as Nerds will fall 12 to 6, and
just a bit of confidence moving into map number 3, I suppose. As I mentioned in the previous, it's a scary prospect to look at what is next up on the docket. And now the sort of risk that you've taken, the money where your mouth is moment, is going to come into play, and maybe a little prematurely, he says. They've made some kills happen here. Maka. Oh, the vent, he's so blind. But maybe the no-scope is enough. Maybe the no-scope is enough. How is Body not traded out here? Naf will get it. Body does not read him, does not see him. Oh, and Liquid will survive it. It is the classic. Once 3D Max hit 12, they let a round slip, but it was very, very close. Player posted down below. Gravity, meanwhile, pushing outside, and he might just get the catch. The timing is not bad here. They give it a halfway check, but he's on the way. There's no one posted up watching this. Oh, he does eventually get both. He's dropped that bomb as well. Nearly taken down by the AWP there, you feel, but enough has surely been done. Lucky finding another, and this begins the end. Elige alone by himself does get the double spray down here, but Gravity makes quick work of him. 3D Max with the 13-7 are going to take us to a third. So well played, and Liquid never get going on that T side.
Bountiful maps, and we're seeing whether this one can follow suit as well. It's Team Liquid who start on that T side, 3D Max on the CT side. And we're waiting to see maybe whether we get a little bit more out of Liquid.
Indeed. Oh, man, okay. Listen, this is how it starts. The double nade. They got 4 on B. 3D Max back with a vengeance here into map number 3, and really looking good. A great start. Glock picked up by Body here. You know, they're just...
I love it. Close range.
Moving into those instincts again, and I think it's something that they were perhaps missing on that first map. So we'll see here. Team Liquid. Gotta be careful. Can't lose another name. Body up close on the Glock, though. Not going to be expected. The perfect weapon for it. He will eventually go down. Lucky has to drop back. But again, there's another player ready and waiting for this attack. And rotations are going to take a while. They're slow to move, it feels like. But all the same, 3D Max, it looks good.
Don't need to peek from Nubox. Maka, this angle's so strong because of the crossfire. Oh, what a shot by Maka. Clips him out of the sky. It's duck hunting, and he is finding all the shots. Maka does so well there. They were starting to really crunch on that positioning towards Nubox.
At this tournament, let's even just look at it through that kind of microscope. So you would assume that Liquid have got set strat look. Gravity loses his head with an overstep, and certainly some lackadaisical moves there from 3D Max on the B-bomb site. I think that might just be a save, even though it is a bonus. But yeah, you got a guy just sort of jumping, popping while there's no smoke down. The other guy's out in the open. Overconfident, maybe even a little arrogant from 3D Max.
It really is a beautiful double entry, especially that kind of opening kill. Shoehaze is very important to guarantee the side, but it's Nerds, right? That first kill is everything. He had to hit a really hard shot to give them a bit of space to kind of scale up forward in towards the site, and he does. And Nerds on the lurk, going to find one of his own as well. Exorcist going to try and make it a bit expensive, which at the very least he is. And like you were saying, it's a
in position. Unfortunately, just running into the AWP is the last thing that you wanted. Exorcise with a crisp find above the cart, although it's more of a van these days. 2 on 5, probably just going to save the strong weaponry here.
Yeah, I think so.
But to your point at the buy, I think it is just a case of evening up the econ across the board.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, you're
Makes
super
it
valid.
easier, especially like earlier on in a game, you just don't want that in your head.
I just always assume in a spot like that, right, you go here or AK, a little bit of a half fire around it, leave enough cash for the AWP in towards the following round. But yeah, I think you're right. It's just about resetting it. The only issue is, look how expensive this round is now becoming. It's a great shot from Elige, but an immediate trade, and the AWP will get recovered too. So a tough spot now, if you're being completely honest, for Liquid. Each and every round, and we're not even there yet. So 3D Max, they are looking really good at the moment on this CT side. It doesn't look like it's that big of a lead, but it feels like it in terms of momentum. But Nert's nice opener.
Big find. They have to be able to do something with it, however, and very, very loose rotations here. And by loose, I mean quick. The flashes are good. Oh, noise being made. Shuhei was already in. Gravity has to reveal himself for that trade as well. And they get ahead of themselves. It worked nicely for Gravity in the previous round. Everybody wants a piece of the CT smoke push. Doesn't work here. Liquid a bit more prepared for it after being punished so heavily in the previous round, actually.
Yeah.
Elige. Barreling in. Oh, the nade is massive over here. Body trying to do something with it. He's just spraying wildly. Gets one, he's traded. They're not able to help him out very much, so I think they'll kind of take that. Liquid gain the banana control, but look how low they are, right? This could certainly come into play later on in the round. It seems to be a slow encroachment towards the B-bomb site. Just getting more and more playing room here. Maka trained in. Whoa, not quick enough. He survives. Meanwhile, utility coming round. A swing from Gravity. Dry again. It's got to be frustrating for Team Liquid to be on the back of, as these swings are just nonsensical at times, but they managed to get away with them.
It's kind of weird. You can see Gravity sort of and ahhing about how to play that, because the molly comes down, but he stays open. I like it. It's a nice shot from Ultimate, and look at the scale now in towards A. Because they left the player lurking over here, Leisha's got a lot of space, information, and room to work with. If he gets a shot, this round swings so heavily in favor of Team Liquid now. I think 3D Max have got to save, and it looks like they are.
Nerds. Up on the boost here. They're thinking about it. That's one flash. Is there another to come off the back of it? Maybe. Maybe. Molotov. Oh, the swing. Shuhei is ahead of it. The preemptive strike, perhaps. Looking for a little bit more as well. Maka, meanwhile, catching Naf on the lurk this time around. Oh, man. Wacky moment here. Lucky moves through. The flash is good to create some space for him. Damage is big on these remaining Liquid players as well, so does not feel likely here, Nao.
Really don't know what Shuhei was doing there. That's on his own.
There's a bit of that.
It's a wild move. And do you know what? There's been questions about that, actually, for a while now for Liquid. It feels like, I don't want to call it like overconfidence for Shuhei, but he takes a lot of fights that they really, I'm left kind of question marking a little bit, and that's sort of one of them. It's such a strange move to do on your own. No ute or no support, no numbers in that fight. And it just gives up what felt like a decent opportunity for Liquid. It's a nice shot from Nerds, I'll give him that, but it's a pure contact play by 3D Max. They're reacting, so they don't even really care about giving up one. Really nice response coming through.
CS2, no one on the other side to capitalize, but some small ticks done here. Maka.
He knows.
Oh, timing so important. Will find the angle, will find the shot. Info picked up, gonna get another as well. Oh, imagine. Doesn't quite land it, but all the same, he's done so much for this round, looking to do a little bit more. Was he on the screen? He was round the corner, surely. Shuhei is slamming his desk. Ultimate, meanwhile, gets the first for Liquid, and all of a sudden, the 5-on-2 may well create a bomb plant, but I think the round itself is out of the question.